Hey guys, thank you for watching the Slat Rock channel. Today we present you with 8 long-forgotten on-screen love affairs between WWE wrestlers. This list only includes on-screen love affairs between wrestlers, so Vince McMahon's on-screen affairs with Torrie Wilson, Trish Stratus, Candice Michelle, and Stacy Keibler are off this list. Number 8, Dolph Ziggler and Maria Kanellis. Ziggler's first on-screen relationship was with former WWE diva and backstage interviewer Maria Kanellis. WWE fans first saw them together when Maria began accompanying Ziggler to the ring as his valet. This was a time when Ziggler started a feud with Intercontinental Champion Rey Mysterio. Mysterio retained his Intercontinental belt twice by defeating Ziggler at both the Night of Champions and SummerSlam pay-per-views. In September 2009, Mysterio lost the Intercontinental Championship to John Morrison. Ziggler then entered a feud with Morrison, but Lady Luck was still not on his side. He lost to Morrison at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. On October 9, 2009, during an episode of SmackDown following Hell in a Cell, Ziggler ended his on-screen relationship with Maria after she cost him a match against Morrison. Number 7, Trish Stratus and Jeff Hardy. In 2002, WWE wanted to capitalize on Jeff Hardy's growing popularity and decided to push him as a singles star. This was during the time when WWE first introduced the concept of the brand extension. This idea from Vinnie Mac had a lot of merits. The big question was, how do you do it? Simple. Push a young babyface who was just beginning to make his mark in the industry into the arms of the biggest diva in the industry, Trish Stratus. It all started in 2003 when Jeff intervened and saved Trish from Victoria and Steven Richards. They quickly became an on-screen couple. Every week, WWE would showcase these lovebirds kissing backstage. It had all the makings of a big storyline that probably would have enhanced both of their careers, but it suddenly went burst. By April 2003, Hardy could barely control his drug use and simply refused to enter a rehab program. It didn't take long for Vinnie Mac to utter those words, "You're fired." WWE had no choice than to drop this angle abruptly. Guys, we all know that Trish was paired with Chris Jericho and Christian, but the story that a lot of people hardly remember is the one with Hardy and how it ended up not living up to its prospects. Number 6, Kane and Terri Runnels. Guys, remember Terri Runnels? Yes, this is the same woman who was A, manager to Goldust in 1996, B, impregnated by Val Venus, C, had a miscarriage because of D'Lo Brown, and D, was part of PMS, or Pretty Mean Sisters, with Ryan Shamrock and Jacqueline. Her character was to torment wrestler Shawn Stasiak, who they renamed Meat. After a long and painful history with men in WWE, she settled into a backstage interviewer role. It all started on the September 23rd episode of Raw, when Kane and the Hurricane defeated Lance Storm and Christian to win the World Tag Team Championship. Right after this match, WWE aired a backstage segment where Terri was interviewing Kane, and suddenly, Kane planted a lip lock on Terri. It was not only Terri, but all the fans who were also taken by surprise. The next week on Raw, Terri reciprocated her feelings for Kane by voluntarily kissing him. The two continued their weird relationship until the whole Katie Vick reveal, at which point it was abruptly dropped. Number 5, Primo and AJ Lee. Guys, AJ Lee would enter WWE records as the only diva to have had one too many on-screen relationships. She's been romantically linked with Daniel Bryan, Kane, CM Punk, and as you're probably aware, she ended up marrying him, Dolph Ziggler, John Cena, and even Primo Cologne. It all started in 2010 when Primo used to be the NXT coach of AJ Lee during the female-only season. Primo played the role of an NXT coach well before he became a masked wrestler as part of Los Matadores. WWE writers penned a storyline where Primo would develop feelings for his NXT rookie, AJ Lee. NXT fans identified them as a couple in November 2010, and after AJ won a tag team match with the Bella Twins, she proceeded to celebrate her victory with Primo, kissing him in the ring. After surviving until the final 3, AJ was eliminated from the competition on November 23, 2010, putting an end to their on-screen relationship. But this was far from the only romance storyline about AJ in WWE. Number 4, Cesaro and Oksana. One tiny detail that many fans may not remember is that our King of Swings, Cesaro, became a part of the main roster of WWE through Oksana, his on-screen girlfriend, in April 2012. Oksana was a known name during that time, and WWE paired her with the Swiss Superman. They formulated a bizarre story about Cesaro being a Swiss rugby player who was unexpectedly very skilled at wrestling. Like, seriously, Vince. He was billed as a guy who is known to speak 5 different languages. In May, Oksana revealed that she and Cesaro were lovers. By September 2012, Cesaro became the US champion. On the September 21st episode of SmackDown, Cesaro ended his relationship with Oksana after an accidental distraction from her cost him a non-title match with Santino Marella. After the match, Cesaro dumped her in 5 different languages. Number 3. Val Venis and Nicole Bass. During the heights of the Monday Night Wars, WWE used every possible gimmick to attract fans and prevent them from switching their channel to WCW Nitro. The character of Val Venis was one such example. Val was given the gimmick of a porn star who could wrestle. WWE used every resource at their disposal to boost his star power. He started flirting with Deborah in the spring of 1999. At first, she gave the impression that she reciprocated his feelings, but it turned out she didn't, and later became Jeff Jarrett's manager. On the other hand, Nicole Bass was amongst Val's several admirers. Unfortunately for Nicole, Val wasn't interested in her as Nicole was lacking in the looks department. However, Nicole and Val's relationship later evolved thanks to WWE writers Ed Ferrara and Vince Russo. They partnered up for a few months. The on-screen couple even had a mixed tag team match at the infamous Over the Edge 1999 pay-per-view where they defeated Jeff Jarrett and Deborah. This was the match that came after Owen Hart's demise. A couple of weeks after this, they had a bikini contest where Deborah went against Nicole, and Val was solidly behind Nicole. This angle, however, was short-lived because Nicole's time in the company didn't last long, which is why their romance is barely remembered. Number 2. Randy Orton and Stacy Keibler. In March 2005, WWE paired the legend killer Randy Orton with the long-legged sensation Stacy Keibler. WWE showed several backstage segments of their romance. This angle was well received by the fans. In an unexpected twist, Randy Orton dropped Stacy with the RKO. This on-screen romantic angle was introduced as a ploy to attract publicity for Orton's match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania 21. The whole concept was built on the fact that Orton would do anything to anyone, even somebody he likes, all in the name of showing people how ready he was to put an end to The Undertaker's winning streak. Number 1. Maven and Torrie Wilson. Maven, who won the inaugural Tough Enough competition, was ready to make a name for himself in WWE. Vinnie Mac wanted to push him, and so back in 2002, Maven was paired with the bombshell Torrie Wilson. Torrie Wilson, who was with Tajiri back then, visited a hospital to check on Maven, who was recovering from a leg injury. Just to remind our fans, this was 2002 and there were no PG restrictions. Fans witnessed Torrie entering Maven's room with a banana in hand, and she slowly starts to put the banana in her mouth. Fans in the arena and watching at home knew exactly what they were insinuating. The next couple of minutes, Torrie is seen taking off her t-shirt and closing the curtains to suggest that they were having sex. While this was going on, Tajiri comes to the hospital dressed up like a doctor to check on Torrie Wilson. What happens next is quite hilarious. Tajiri will be approached by real doctors and will be forcibly taken away to check on a medical case. The love story with Maven and Torrie didn't really get too far as it lacked chemistry. WWE loved pairing Torrie with mid-card wrestlers that needed some sort of push. Others on her list include names like Billy Gunn and Carlito. Her story had a happy ending though when she married Billy Kidman. By the way, our sincerest apologies to Kane and Katie Vick. They didn't make the list as we never saw Katie alive. Guys, that's our list. Can you think of any other on-screen love affairs between WWE wrestlers that even we forgot? Please let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one. Make sure you hit that bell icon and choose to receive alerts for this channel if you want to make sure you get notified every time we post a new video. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and as always, thanks for watching.